sad and it's affecting my work, or I don't know. But I just feel like, I'm not good enough to be their teacher anymore. They should have someone better than me.
Okay, so what is the best version of you that they can have? I know you've said that you want them to be excited, but really there's nothing we can do about their excitement. What are some things that you can do? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like back when I was more passionate about my work. I mean, maybe it's just like my ego or something is wounded from everything happening. That just makes me feel like I'm not good enough. But I guess I could just work towards like finding those things that I'm more passionate about. Like whenever I'm really passionate about an assignment or an activity, like I feel like so are the kids.
Right.
And even though I'm like searching for those things, I think that just because I'm sad about everything, that it's hard to be as passionate as I used to be. So maybe even just changing my mindset, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we've talked about an event, like when you're when the kids aren't excited. Is there any other events in your life that make you feel that same way?
Yeah, I mean, definitely just like the situation with my ex-husband and my son. Like my ex-husband wanting to leave me, and my son not wanting to stay with me either. I mean, I always like felt like I was good for them. Like I felt like we were a happy family. And so my son not wanting to stay with me kind of makes me feel like, maybe I didn't make him really passionate about being a family. Maybe I wasn't good enough for him. And the same thing with my husband, it's just really hard when you feel like everything around you that you thought you were, like good enough for just suddenly turns out like they want better than you.
And so what I'm hearing is that you don't feel like you're not thinking, the way that you're thinking about yourself is that there is something better that they were going for, and you didn't meet those criteria.
Yeah. I feel like he wouldn't have left me if I was good enough, and I feel like my son would want to stay with me if I was a good enough mother. So I don't know, just not feeling good enough sucks.
Yeah.
I think it translates like over to my work, and now I don't know if I'm as good of a teacher as I used to be, and I just feel like I'm in a rut, and I don't know if I'm able to actually get out of it, or if I'm just really not good enough for any of this stuff.
Well, what I can tell you is that these feelings of sadness will come and they'll go. There are all sorts of times in our lives where we feel sad about different things and happy about other things. But this feeling, these thoughts of not good enough, that is, I think, where the rut is coming from. Is there any other thoughts that come to mind when you are just like feeling these, like in these events, like other than not good enough, any other things that you feel or thinking, or any other things that you're thinking?
Maybe just that like I'll never be better.
Never be better.
Yeah. It's just like, I want to be that teacher again. That's like invokes this passion, but maybe I'm just not. Maybe that's just not, like I'm just not going to better.
Never's a big word. So next on this part of this worksheet I'm going through with you is emotions, and so I just like to talk about what are the way that you feel when thinking about these things. Like what are, like how are you as a person, like your emotions when you're going through these?
I mean, especially with my husband leaving me, I just kind of feel like I feel useless in a way, and I feel pathetic. Like I feel pathetic that I couldn't be good enough for him, and like useless. Like, okay, if I wasn't good enough for him, like who am I going to be good enough for? And also just like I feel hurt and hopeless. I don't know, because like I always felt like I did so much for our family, and like I did so much for him, and I always tried my best, and I loved him so fully, and I felt like I was totally vulnerable with my love with him, and And I just felt like, you know, like I went out of my way for him. Like even when he wasn't ready, I waited for him to be ready. And then like when he was, I gave him my all.
Right.
And he knew that. And so like him knowing that this is on my all, and then him still wanting to leave me is kind of like, okay, well that's your all, and it's not good enough for me, and that just really hurts.
Yeah. That would hurt. Someone telling you that you haven't met their expectation. That's frustrating and difficult and deeply saddening.
Yeah.
And I think that it's amazing that he meant so much to you that you were willing to put aside the way that you felt, or put aside things in your life to accommodate him and wait for him and be there for him and do those things for him and for your son and for your classroom and, you know, XYZ parts of your life. But I think what I'm a little worried about here is that you just haven't been able to address the things that you need. You know, like, who's waiting for you? Who's like sacrificing things for you? Are you even sacrificing things for you? You know what I mean? So I think that is something I'm a little concerned about. And I think last week we barely touched a little bit by letting you feel the emotions that you are entitled to feel. And so for this next week, I want you to think about, for me and for our time together, what it would look like for you to be loved or to be accepted or to be good enough in these areas of your life. We've talked about your areas of school, and so what it would be like to be good enough for your kids and for your school kids, and what it would be good enough, or what it would feel like to be loved for your husband or your future husband. You know, your life's not over yet, Ginger. And also, as well as your son, you know, what it feels like to be accepted by these people in your life. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to close today, Ginger. I really appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll definitely think about that.
Great.